You're muted, sir. Take the mute off.
I'm starting to think, and that's become a weekly thing too now. I'm starting to think this because I realize like there's a delay when you hit the button, but it's almost like every week you say, and now is Mr. Handy with the rookie spotlight, and I'm waiting on the intro, and then when it doesn't come, I go to start talking, and then the intro comes in. I'm like, damn it, they got me again. But I realize it's a little delay, but it seemed like y'all be doing that to me every week on purpose. Or maybe that's just me. I'm crazy. Anyway, hello, how's everybody doing? Good evening. I hope I started saying welcome to the show. We've been on for over an hour. But if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. The Roundtable and Let's Talk Football Roundtable. I am Anthony, and I am here today with your Rookie Spotlight. Today's Rookie Spotlight comes to us by way of Provo, Utah. Provo, Utah. Whew. That sounds like a BYU guy right there. That definitely does. Well, if you guessed that, you would be absolutely correct. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Puka Nacua, birth name Makia, born May 2001 in Provo, Utah. He is of Samoan, Hawaiian, and Portuguese descent. For those of you wondering about the name, the nickname Puka means fat and chubby in Samoan. He was a little bit of a chubby baby, or as we like to call him, a chunk. He did grow up in Provo, Utah. He finished his high school career with 260 catches, totaling 5,000 over 5,200 yards. I wasn't going to count out all them numbers. I count numbers at work. I wasn't going to count all of them out here. He finished his high school career with over 5,200 yards and 58 receiving touchdowns. Both of those are still Utah State records. He wound up starting out his college career at the University of Washington. He played 8 games in his freshman season. Before he broke his foot. He had 9 receptions for 151 yards and a touchdown in 3 games during the 2020 COVID season. After that season, he jumped in the portal and went to, anybody remember what school that was? I said he probably went to because he grew up in Provo, Utah. Good. I knew you could. That's right. Brigham Young University. That's where he transferred for the 2021 season. He wound up catching 43 passes for 805 yards, 6 touchdowns. In the 2022 season, he had another 625 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns on 48 receptions. Finished his college career with now his receiving total was not staggering. He only had 1,749 yards total in the 4 years that he played football. College football, but he did impress the scouts enough after the combine to get selected by, and with the 177th overall pick, the Los Angeles Rams select Makia Puka Nacua, wide receiver, BYU. He got picked up by Los Angeles, and he's pretty much been off and running. Cooper Kupp got hurt. He stepped up in the pocket. Stepped up like he's a quarterback. I just said he was a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver, not a quarterback. But wide receivers have pockets too when they put their jeans on after the game. He stepped up, took Cooper Kupp's place. He has not looked back. He's had a very impressive season thus far. So far, 8 games in, he's got 795 yards on 61 receptions. He's only got a couple of touchdowns, but he's averaging about 13 yards a catch. Very, very serviceable wide receiver. He's on pace to finish the season right now where he is. He's on pace to finish the season with over 1,400 yards receiving this season. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is very impressive. He finished with over 1,000 yards receiving during an NFL season. To include a week 7, maybe is week 8. I don't know. I don't have it pulled up. I did my research. 158-yard performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a loss. It was week 7. It says it right there. It's right in front of my face. It's whew. Welcome to 53. Week 7, 154 yards, not 158 yards on 8 receptions. That's what I meant to say. Now, they did come up short in a loss. The thing about this kid is he looks really big and imposing when you see him on television. Now, he's not as big as he looks. He's just a hair under 6'2" and about 201 pounds. But he is very dexterous. He's got soft hands. He's able to, catch balls, catch passes in tight spots. I've seen him make a couple of, watching the highlights, make a couple of really crazy slide catches where he's sliding to catch the ball and having to reach behind him to catch it. Very soft hands. And once he gets to going, he's not exceptionally fast. His 40 time is fairly average for a wide receiver. But once he gets going, he's kind of hard. He's a little hard to catch and hard to bring down. And like I said, he's been a very valuable asset to the Rams this season in the absence of Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp. Where's Cooper Kupp? I don't know. I think he's still on injured reserve. Anyway, I digress. Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams, on pace to do great things, as I say every week, for the franchise. If you are in an area where the Rams are being broadcast on Sunday or Thursday or Monday and now on Black Friday, give the Rams a look and look out for this guy, because I think he is going to step up and be the next generation of great receivers in a history of a franchise that has had a history of great receivers. If you remember the Greatest Show on Turf during the Super Bowl run during the early 2000s, I think this kid will fit right in, right at home. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Rookie of the Week, Makia Puka. Back to you, Nick. I forgot it.
All righty. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Hayden. Of course, we have been watching Puka all year, and yeah, in the absence of Cooper Kupp, that kid has been phenomenal. Just the Rams have had all kinds of troubles with quarterbacks and all that stuff, so we'll have to watch Puka very closely the next few years, see what happens with him.